Welcome to Barbara's Bits. I'm Barbara Venezia, and today I'm in Corona del Mar with the Goldenrod Six. This is the street that Michael Resk and the Goldenrod Six live on. You can see that this is just a normal residential neighborhood in Corona del Mar. Yes, this is the home of the Goldenrod Six. Here are the chickens, the Goldenrod Six, all together in the front yard, just having a good time. Michael, do you own or rent this property?
Oh, I rent it. It's a
okay,
rental.
and how long have you rented it?
I think it's about 4 years now.
So now that you're renting this property and there's a little bit of controversy about the Goldenrod Six, is your landlord getting involved in this discussion?
No, the landlord was aware of them, and she's an older lady who lives in the neighborhood as well, and she was in favor of them. She thought they were fun to have as well. And I just spoke with the property manager the other day, and they kind of said it's between me and the city.
Now, when we first spoke, you had said to me that the chickens didn't have names. And you had kind of a superstition about naming the chicks.
Well, initially I had 4 chickens. As you can see, that Red, who's walking away, she's part of the original 4. And I lost one. The one just passed away because I guess chickens will do that as a chick. But I did lose 2 to hawks, which you wouldn't expect for the neighborhood. And it just seemed that every time I gave them a name like, Audrey or something cute, they would, well, there you go, that's Blackie. They would pass away. So, I stopped really giving them actual names and started just color coordinating them, and that's really sort of become their names now.
So here we are, the chickens have walked into the back, and they're just kind of walking around and hanging out.
Well, this might be, that's Blackie literally just started laying her eggs, so she's quite fussy today, the last day or so.
But it's not a lot of noise.
No, it's not, and it's, it's over briefly. There is some, but any animal will give you noise. I mean, it's not like a dog bark where you can hear it for miles around.
Well, there's absolutely no smell back here, which is one of the things that I was interested to see if there was actually an odor with the animals, but they're not. And the backyard is just so nicely manicured and clean.
Well, like any other animal, you have to maintain them.
You went down to the city to pull a permit yesterday. Tell me about that.
Well, I went to the front desk. I said that I was told that I needed to fill out some paperwork for a permit. They asked, about what. I said, I have chickens, and they sent me to the building department. I spoke with the zoning there, and the gentleman at the, I believe his name's Jaime. The gentleman there was, I told him that I was there to fill out some papers for a permit. He asked what it was. I said I had chickens. He goes, "Oh, you're the chicken guy." Apparently, he's heard some of the press on this as well, and. It took him a good 15-20 minutes to make some phone calls, but then he said there wasn't really a permit that he knew of at this time. This is Red, and she's a Rhode Island Red. She's also bred.
And how old is she?
She's the oldest. I'd say she's probably 18, 19 months old. The rest are maybe 3-4 weeks behind.
And Blackie?
Blackie is by far our largest, and she's been a diva the last few days.
How often do they lay eggs?
They average about an egg a day. When the days are longer, you get more consistent egg laying. Red, interesting enough, it lays our largest eggs. And Blackie, being the biggest hen, makes the biggest fuss about the smallest eggs. And Blondie here is consistent as well. It's been hard to say with the winter months and the days getting a bit shorter. Some days we get 1, some days we get 4. They don't all lay every day. Blackie had actually stopped laying eggs for several months, and now that she's back at it, she's wants to let people know, I guess.
Well, they seem to be very happy here with you, Michael.
Yeah.
And I was just so overwhelmed with email when I first wrote about this, and so many people have offered to take the chickens and give them homes should you not be able to keep them, and even grant you visitation.
Well, you know, I think it says something about, you know, the community and how well they're actually liked. It's interesting the outpouring that I've seen from people, and a lot of people I've never met before. Another fascinating thing is, you know, I talk to a lot of people. As you know, they do have their own Facebook page, which is the Goldenrod Six. But you know, surprisingly, a large number of people aren't on Facebook as well. But there's been an extreme, you know, community support for them. Everybody seems to want to be able to keep them. They seem to enjoy them. And
Yeah.
You know, I've been approached by, you know, several schools that said that they'd be interested if I can't keep them. I think even Rogers Gardens, you know, potentially said they might have some interest in them as well.
I see your back door is open, so they just roam through the house.
Well, no, they're not really allowed in the house, but there you go.
She's just trying to walk right
Yeah.
through the door.
But she knows that. That's just why she comes right out.
So they're well trained.
You know, I've read somewhere that they're at least as smart as dogs, if not smarter, and they can pass down multi-generational knowledge, which I thought was kind of fascinating.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens to Michael and the girls. Until next time, I'm Barbara Venezia, and thanks for watching Barbara's Bits.